They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the UCF Knights, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Tigers about to kick it away and get this season started. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Power football with the run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet. Crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent? Establish the run game early on offense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Punts it out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a gap. It's Jacob. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Wants to throw. It's Dyer. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Knights line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They'll try the run. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the Plains.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the first down. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Up to 45 yards rushing now. What a way to start this season.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off play action on first down. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. He wants to change this route. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back looking for help. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The give to the back. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Trying play action. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Going deep. Brings it in down the left side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there. It was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Auburn.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Let's go.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team.
To kick it away.
To find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. He lost one down the sideline. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Up to 44 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The lone back's got it. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. That's caught. It's Thompson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Coleman. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed on the outside, it's Coleman. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, he found a space on the right. The 20, 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, it doesn't get much bigger than a couple of top 5 teams going toe-to-toe. Here's the latest on this gigantic showdown. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Rodney and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by 7 over Clemson. We'll circle back if anything changes in this contested top 5 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He now has 53 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. The pull curl and throw off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Knights decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So here comes the Auburn offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. On the option. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling.
That is sucked out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
They'll go to the ground. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Off the play fake. Firing to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, UCF! Big time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to go back to work on offense. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Craven. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Got it behind the line. It's Coleman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys played it.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
He'll set up to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. Touchdown, Auburn! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramsey's isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 8 over Boise State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
In a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the back. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They're going to ride this running back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's Dyer. Rushes on him. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every...
Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Tiger. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll will just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. The give to the tailback. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your lineman.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Oh, better look out! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Grabbed in the middle, it's Richardson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back on the option to give. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down to the 49. That is well short of the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
In the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Knights will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the the end zone. It's Kane. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So here comes the Auburn offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll move the tight end. They'll open this third quarter with a run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Albee with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Knights will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Ready, set. 29 Philly.
Handoff to the single running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll do it himself. Runs through the tackle. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Gives it on the option. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5?
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He's got the back in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He now has 84 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, lead the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll ride the hot hand. Fights off a defender. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quick completion on the out. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And the extra point is good. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got a man, it's Richardson. Reaches into the bagger, moves, and finds his way up to the 31.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Knights really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He'll take it himself. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Knights will have it 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Tight end finds a soft spot. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The Knights are flying down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The run from the shotgun. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Oh, a lot of space. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
The Knights line it up with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. To the air. It's Dyer. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's 4th down. And, of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17.
42, Spider.
Takes a handoff. It's Cobb. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, the ground game. Powers through the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Leaves it with the running back. Fighting off the defender. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using his legs, it's Cobb. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. And this one is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Has it once again. What do you think about that? Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Second down coming up. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Started off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
To the air. It's Dyer. Pressure coming. And they'll bring him down for the sack.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The Knights will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They'll leave it with him. Gets it past the marker. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Leaves it with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Auburn going to work with another first down. They want that clock to run. Past the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He might want another play. They'll run the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Auburn.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff from the gun. Hard running there. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, running back gets the give. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.